Hi, my name is Kyle Clower and I'm with Serve Wisconsin. We are the Wisconsin National Community Service Board. We work the AmeriCorps programs in Wisconsin and strive to promote national service and volunteerism throughout the state. We're so very pleased to be sponsoring the Governor's Service Awards again this year, and we are interviewing all of this year's honorees. And today we're talking to Mabel Bass, who's a foster grandparent with the Southwestern Wisconsin Community Action Program, who's being honored as a Senior Corps Volunteer of the Year.
Good morning.
So how are you doing today, Mabel?
I'm doing just fine.
And then Mabel, could you start off by telling us a little bit about the service you've been doing as a foster grandparent with Southwest CAP?
I've been volunteering at school, helping kids that need help. And it's really, it's something that's good to do because these kids just need a little bit of help, not all of them, but just some of them. And they're really so excited when they finally catch on to what they're supposed to be doing. And even with creative writing, some of them, they just don't know what they're supposed to do. And when they finally read their story, they just can't believe how nice it is. So
that's wonderful. And then what grade levels have you been working with?
First grade. When I worked at St. Mary's, I worked with different grades because they didn't have very many kids in their class. So.
And then which schools are you volunteering at right now?
I'm at Westview Elementary. I can't wait to get back there. I wish things would get back to normal because I sure miss it.
And then for how many years have you been volunteering as a foster grandparent?
10.
And what do you think are some of the biggest impacts you've seen on the kids from your volunteer service working with foster grandparents?
Oh, they're really excited when they catch on to something and they just look so happy, to know that they can do it, just like the other students do. With spelling too, a lot of them, once they catch on to the rules, then they can spell really well. And that makes a person feel good to know that they can help them.
That's wonderful. And then what are some of the different types of activities you've been doing with their first graders?
Well, I help them with math, and with their creative writing, and like I said, spelling too, and all different things that they need help with. And sometimes they get behind in their homework and I can kind of help them catch up with that too. Yeah.
And are you pulling aside one or two students at a time, or are you working with them in small groups?
Just one or two at a time.
And then are you working with all the students in the class or just a few of them?
I work primarily with the ones that really need the help. Yeah. And some of the other kids too, they might come and ask a question or something, but it's mainly kids that need help.
And then Mabel, why did you originally decide to start volunteering as a foster grandparent?
Well, I used to have a daycare for about 40 some years. And then my kids thought I was getting a little bit too old for that. So then I quit and I was just lost not helping kids, So my granddaughter told me, why don't you just join foster grandparents? And so I did. And I was so happy with it. And I'm just so thankful that she led me to this place. And it's just a good thing to do.
That's wonderful. And since you've been doing foster grandparents for over 10 years, what are some of your favorite memories or some favorite stories from your volunteer service working with the kids?
Oh, there's so many, I can't even think of any. But you get lots of hugs from them and they're always glad to see you. And I'm so happy to see them too, and I know if I see them in the hallway, I get lots of hugs from the ones that I've had. Yeah.
And Mabel, why have you continued to serve over these past 10 years as a foster grandparent?
I just think more people should join the foster grandparent program because it's just so great and it's just where I want to be. I just love being at school and I'd get there right away in the morning and I'd stay most of the day, even though I didn't have to, just to be around them, And it's just a good thing. Yeah, the kids need the help too, or some of them do. And it doesn't take much sometimes, just a little bit. So. And I'm glad I'm in the program.
And Mabel, we're so very glad you're serving.
Yeah, well, thank you.
We just want to say thank you again and congratulations.
I always think we don't need to be rewarded for doing something that we really like to do. But I thank you anyway.